Hey there Star Wars fans, welcome to another Bossk's Bounty video, and in this video we have the vintage Saga Collection Bossk action figure. Guys, so this is the vintage Saga Collection Bossk figure that came out in 2007. He's quite rare on the secondary market now, and I'm sure you're aware by now that this is my favourite character from the Star Wars universe. Some might think it's a bit of an odd choice, but he was the character that I played with the most when I was a kid growing up back in the early 80s, and he was always the main bad guy that I had attacking the goodies, if you like. So anyway, on to the figure. So this is the vintage Saga Collection version of Bossk. He came out in 2007. He's on the vintage style card, so it replicates pretty much the same card that came out in the early 80s, but obviously with the new super articulated figure inside. Now this figure does command a fair price now on the secondary market, so if you want to pick him up you're looking anywhere between 25 and 35, some people even charging £45, but you can pick him up for £25 if you're patient. He was also released in the Saga Legends line, which I'll show you an image on the screen now. Now this figure was a cheaper alternative way of picking up Bossk, but it seems that this figure is also pretty rare now, and he pretty much goes for the same price. So in fact I think the Saga Collection version may even be cheaper now. So let's have a quick look at the packaging. So as I mentioned before, we've got the original, this is the exact same card that they used back in the early 80s on the Empire Strikes Back card. There's the nameplate there, Bossk. There he is sitting in his bubble looking absolutely amazing. You got the original Kenner logo there. And the back of the card, there you go, it shows exactly what he would have looked like back in between 1980 and 1982. It's a funny card really, because it always looked like it had sun damage. It was like it wasn't a great image, but that is exactly how it was, and it's replicated here as well. You got some of the other figures that came out in the line, and then a bit of information. You've obviously got the Saga Collection logo there, and the Hasbro logo at the bottom. So absolutely amazing, looks great. Now originally when these came out, the Saga Collection, they came out in these protective cases. As you can see there, so you've got the main Saga Collection logo there. And these cases are actually branded Star Wars, and have also got the Rebel and Empire logos at the top there. So these are quite nice, but the thing is with these cases, they do tend to go yellow quite easily, and they also get scratched up. So a lot of people just take the figure out, like I have done on the other one, and put it in a acrylic case or a Protex Star case. So anyway, that's how it looks when they originally came out. So onto the figure itself, and I'm sure you'll agree, absolutely stunning figure. Just look at the detail on the head sculpt and paintwork is absolutely phenomenal. You know, if they were to re-release this figure, I'm pretty sure it'd just be a repack. I don't think you can actually improve too much on this figure. The only thing that's wrong with it really is this silly thing that moves around his neck, which when you move his head around, it moves with it, which is a bit annoying. But that is the only thing about the figure that I can think of of a negative. So while we're here having a look at this figure, if you like Bossk like I do, give this video a thumbs up. If you like the figure itself, give this video a thumbs up. And if you like this review, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way, let's have a look at the figure itself in a bit more detail and take a look at the articulation as well. So I'm just going to move him up now so you can see him right down. So he does have this amazing yellow flight suit. Something that I've always really liked. It's a bit different to all the other flight suits that you've seen. So he does have all these separate strappings, which are like of a softer plastic hanging down from his flight suit. He also has these pipings here. This actually does pop out. It's like on a little peg, and that can just go back in there nicely. In terms of the articulation of the figure, he has all of the articulation that you come to expect from a vintage collection figure. So he has full range of movement on his head. He has shoulder joints, which also spin round. He has elbow joints, and he has extra articulation on his upper arm rather than wrists, because he has these funny reptilian hands. He has upper torso movement, so plenty of movement there. He can kick out like that and like that, and this doesn't really get in the way because it is a softer plastic, and it's quite sort of, it sort of loops down quite a lot, so it does move with his leg, which is really, really good. He does have knee joints, and he has spinning at the knees as well, and of course he does have ankle hinge as well. So all in all, and a great figure. You may have seen him pop up in some of my other videos. He tends to like crashing the party and beating up some of the other figures halfway through videos. He's a proper bad guy. So there you go. I'm just going to let you look at the figure a bit more. He is an absolutely phenomenal figure. You just got to look at the paintwork and the sculpting on that reptilian head. The eyes are great. The teeth are great. You can see his tongue in there. And the paintwork doesn't stop on his head. It goes all the way down on his feet, on his arms. Just a great, great figure. I think I said before, if they were to re-release it, I think it would just be a straight repack. You're not going to really improve on this figure at all. He does come with one accessory, which is his blaster rifle. So it's a nice looking blaster. They could have put a bit more sort of weathering on it, in my opinion. It is just a straight black paint job or plastic, but it does have a sort of nice goldy bronze brown weathered effect on the strap. The gun does go in his hand, not that great, because obviously he's got these funny reptilian hands, but what you can do is you can put the rifle over his shoulder like that, or it'll go right over his head as well, so it's on his back like that, which looks pretty cool. So there he is, guys. That's Bossk, the bounty hunter from The Empire Strikes Back. Alright then, guys, so if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. As I said before, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Nearly hitting 500 now, so if I can hit 500 pretty soon, that would be absolutely awesome. And we shall see you on the next one.